you.
God bless you, sir. We're honored to have you.
And thanks for fighting. Real fast, we have 4 TSA bills.
4, okay.
4 anti-TSA bills. And I'm here with, he's not my legislative aide, he works for another delegate, Aaron Jones. He's actually on the same line, so he's listening right now. And we also have a smart meter opt-out bill. And just real fast, I mean, there's people all over the state of Maryland. They don't like the smart meters, and I would like to put in the bill to make them illegal, but I have to get through what I can get through right now.
And what they really are is spy meters. Big brother meters, anti-American meters. Awesome, exactly. Get what you can get now so people can opt out. That'll fry their program right there. Please continue.
Yeah, so anyway, just a simple opt-out bill. It gives people the right to opt out of smart meters. I even called the different utility companies around here, and they said, well, I talked to one lady, then I talked to their boss, and then another boss, and they said, well, you have to have these put in your house. There's nothing you can do about it. And then I didn't let them know I was a delegate at that time. And then they came into my office, and they said, well, what we're going to do is, it's going to save you money, but you're going to be forced to have these smart meters in your house, and you're going to have to pay for it. And what they're going to do is they're going to raise the rates to make people pay for it. And I have a problem with that, and smart meters. So anyway, it's just a simple opt-out bill, and that's what we're doing. And there's people all over the state of Maryland are sick and tired of it, and they don't want these smart meters.
Yeah, all this tyranny is incredibly unpopular. I've seen polls of like 97% in California don't want the smart meters, but they cram them down their throat. They didn't ask us, and I'm so busy I didn't find it. They threw one on our building a year ago, and I'm in a leased building. I don't have any choice. We didn't have the money to buy a building this size. And I'm over in an industrial area. Tell us about the TSA legislation. Anytime Aaron Jones, who's helped craft some of this legislation, wants to pop in, just jump in, Aaron.
Okay. What I'll do is I'll speak on one bill quickly, and then he can jump in and talk about a more detailed bill. Yes, sir. The first one I want to talk about is HB 1106. And it's just simply, it's prohibiting a public servant from conducting a specific inappropriate search of a minor without probable cause that the minor is concealing contraband or weapon or without the consent of the parent or guardian of the minor, establishing penalties for a violation of the act. So basically, it prohibits the inappropriate search of minors. That's just one bill that addresses that one issue.
And by the way, that law is already on the books in most states. That's why at these courthouses with the scanners, they won't put people under 18 through them. The TSA is already breaking a bunch of laws.
Absolutely. So we wanted to kind of split it up a little bit and just hoping and praying that we can get something through. And we got an AG opinion down here, and we are also, they said that we may be able to force the TSA to privatize in the airport. So,
and the difference is that's not perfect, but it'll bring in competition so that they just aren't one big arrogant block that can do whatever they want.
Yes, sir. So that's the 2 bills, and Aaron's on the phone, and maybe he can talk to you a little bit about the other bill that's more detailed.
Sure, very exciting. Aaron, tell us about some of the work you're doing there in the legislature.
Hi, Alex. Yeah, it's an honor to be on your show as well. And I've been listening to you for a few years. I want to say that, getting this broadcast out really making a difference because, you woke me up. I helped with the Tea Party movement back in 2009, and then from there learned about the FEMA camps and everything else, and that's what's fueling me. I'm just like you. You got to do something about this, and that's why I'm out here. So, talk quickly about the main TSA bill that we have, the main anti-TSA bill. It's appropriately 1111, HB 1111. And essentially what that does, and again, as Delegate Glass had mentioned, we have the AG opinion. It takes the TSA out of the Maryland airport. It's kind of similar to what we've seen previously in other states with legislation that had, anti-TSA legislation. In fact, it was modeled after David Simpson's bill. So essentially what we're doing is we want to go back to the original way that security was handled before, Homeland Security, the 2001 Authorization Act, and all that stuff. We need to put it back into the hands of private security, which is handled by the airport. So this bill takes it out. We have another bill, HB 1245, that Delegate Glass had alluded to. We put the security force back in there, and then, as we are often saying, we have contingency bills. So we have the main bill here. That doesn't make it. We got 3 other bills which segment this bill. We handle children. We say minors can't be searched. We have another bill which privatizes the airport, and then we have another bill which says that the CSA would have to be, at the very least, would have to be trained by the state of Maryland. They have to learn the Constitution. They have to learn the exact same procedures that, say, a Maryland state trooper would have to.
Because they're in your state, and what's beautiful is, even though this stuff didn't pass Texas, it almost did. It puts out the story, the moral authority, it exposes what they're doing, and just resisting gains momentum and exposes what they're doing. You guys are doing an incredible job. This is so exciting.
Thank you for saying so, Alex. Yeah. Thank you. And then also, if I could quickly just add to, as you said earlier, before you introduced us, we do have anti-NDAA legislation in as well. I have a different delegate working on that, Delegate McDermott, and he's from northeastern Maryland. And
wow, this is breaking news. I knew about Utah and a few other states. I didn't know about Maryland. This is breaking news. So we're going to have legislation to block the NDAA. Stay there. Incredible, gentlemen. One more quick segment. I know you've got to get back to work, but we're going to come back in a few minutes and break that down, and then tell folks where they can go to find the legislation that's been introduced so we can show it to other state legislatures around the country. We have the moral authority. We're in the right. We're saying no to these usurpers. We'll be right back with Maryland Delegate Glenn Glass, joined by Legislative Aide Aaron Jones. Stay with us.